Hey, fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
So while I'm not fat now, I have lost about 100 pounds and kept it off for many, many years. Now, I know many of you in the body positivity movement say that this is actually impossible because you need to keep telling yourself that to absolve yourself of any responsibility for your fatness. You see, you need to tell yourself that that's just how you are. But I have lost about 100 pounds from my heaviest weight of all time and kept it off for many, many, many years now. And I think that one of the things that upset thin people, just as an example, seeing as how I have reference from this, when I would sit next to somebody on an airplane and I would pay the same price for my space as they would pay for their space, and then I, in a very privileged fashion, would be fat as fuck and pouring over into their space, using space that they rented, because that's what that is, privilege, to be using resources that other people pay for. I would find that upsetting if I was that thin person, to the point where I would sit sideways to make sure my shoulders didn't roll over into the other chair. Even though they would say, don't worry about it, I would try to sit sideways on the airplane just to make sure I didn't use up other people's space. You see, the thin person that I think I upset the most was myself, because I knew that it was my actions that led to my obesity and that I was in control of my body and I was making myself fat. Nobody is destined for obesity. You are in control of your own actions. It used to upset the thin person in me extremely, to a great degree, when I would have to hold my breath to tie my shoes. It would really upset the thin person in me when I would snore so loud that my wife would not be able to get sleep because I had sleep apnea from gluttoning myself into morbid obesity. It would upset me greatly, the thin person inside of me climbing up a flight of stairs, that even though I could squat almost 600 pounds on a weekly basis every week in the gym, I could barely get up a flight of stairs without passing out, because they would whip my ass because I was indeed fat as fuck by my own hand. You see, I understand that for many of you, you want to place the blame on all of society when in fact you deep down know these things. I know you know these things because I have been where you're at. I know what it's like to be morbidly obese because I was once morbidly obese. And I know that the things that you call shaming are indeed a problem for you because you are in fact ashamed of them, as you should be, because you are in control of your own actions. You can change who you are when it comes to your body size. You just choose not to, and you try to make it so society is the problem instead of you gluttoning yourself into obesity. I hope this hit some chords with you, and the next time you have a hard time getting up a flight of stairs, you will hear my voice. God damn.